live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Ayy, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next state. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the club. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slimy summer. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You gonna believe me? Think for brown skin, real conceited. Got get a go retrieve it, just short small. When that's from Cali, with the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the home team. 4 quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. Good work so far. He's got room. And he finally steps out, but it seems the damage has been done. That's down inside the enemy 40.
Just feels appropriate for them. All season, their special teams, they've been lauded for their ability to impact a game in an instant. And here in the playoffs, on a big stage, they're doing the exact same thing from the jump, with an incredible return to set up a very short field.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Nike and cheese. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Ready up.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
They go to Barkley again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Deputy Lions. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back-to-back carries here. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Okay, ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer. 19, Light. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Come on,
Quarterback run here. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Deputy Lions. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Ready? Bronco 80. Ready?
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm. It was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal.
Let's go. Check, smash, check, smash.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal.
Viking 18.
He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Here he goes, third and long. Catch made. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
So play for Aubrey is up and good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. Offense up to the line fast.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he comes through big here. 9 yards and second down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass lines up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
See how that last incompletion affects this third down call. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
They're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lion. Buffalo 18. Go.
McCarthy to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No, no. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Give now to the running back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, just infuses your offense with confidence.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Ready.
First down, a run with Barkley. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Ready.
Looking to throw here. Has his man. It's the Oklahoma State rookie. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense in a hurry up here. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. They're down to their... Number 1 in this half. First down from the 42.
Lions, 19 Lions. Go street. Riggs. 60 Bobcats, 60. Dragon, 60. 18 Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70. Ready.
Back to throw. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
18 Cardinals.
Again to throw on second. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Barkley tried this up the gut. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60, trap 60. 18 Rattlers.
Here's the snap on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dial up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, check.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Check, Panther. Ready, go street. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he gets this down near the 30.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
Red. 70. Bronco 18. Pioneer. Ready, ready?
From the red zone on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Okay, ready?
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. Viking 18.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. Second and 15.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Reload. Reload.
They'll run here following the penalty. Not much space available there. Maybe two. That brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
60 Maverick. Bronco 80. Check. Dragon 60.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll work against the blitz. Escapes out to the left. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
79 Broncos. Streak. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's first and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. It's 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More coming away from Brooklyn. Stick around. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All set to go now from the 35. Motion the slot man right. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Finds a man right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The Vikings out of the hurry up. Need everyone back to the line.
First down, Vikings.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
22-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10.
Ready? Make it cut 19. Cut 19.
Airing it out to start this drive. Good tumble now, and the ball is out. And the Vikings have recovered.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
On the move, headed right. He can run it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Handoff on second and short. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
And the Vikings.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Half the 60, half the 60. Cut it.
He gets the shot at it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this, Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before we find payback.
Eagles 14.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go. Set. 76. Go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
18. Get it. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Rig alert. Rig alert. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. He's got it deep downfield. There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Rolling out to his left. He shovels this one forward. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Eagles take over first and 10.
They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to get this down to the 9, and that puts him in goal to go.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
70 Rangers, 70, 18, 5 in. Ready, right?
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line of the play.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ready,
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 70, 19 tight, 19 tight.
I'll throw it to the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force third and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Third and goal, one of the biggest moments of this NFC title game.
19, 18. Hurt. Motion. 19 Lions.
Here he goes, third and long. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Working quickly here.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. It's his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Goes to the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offensive line fast.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that that takes them to third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They send the tight end in motion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
McCarthy throwing on third down. It's another interception. And the Eagles get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Here we go, Scott. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll run here on first down. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun here. Wow, wide open here. Complete. He gets loose down the right side. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, right?
Barkley reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Brooklyn. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And on a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On play action now, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Those are the hurry up offense here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to the well again. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down. Looking quickly here.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Throwing on third, McCarthy. Buying some time left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. McCarthy throwing on 4th down. He connects downfield. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Man in motion, headed right. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Crawley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Check that. Check that. Let's go now.
Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go.
They go to Barkley again. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's good for a Brooklyn 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win.
On the ready.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Looking right, and he finds him. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Reload.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
To the ground with Barkley. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Lions. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt. Warrior 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready up.
Setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. $19 Lions. Go.
We'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He has room past the 25. And he literally gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check, smash. Check.
Working now from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Ready, set.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Set.
Here's the one back on the handoff. That's a solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Lightning 18. Bring it. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Sacramento lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Running for the marker on 2nd. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They give it to him again. He played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings, 1st down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Brooklyn. Vikings down by a touchdown. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. There's a dime up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. These Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running back sent in motion. Setting up to pass. Caught out left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
3rd and 4.
Motioning the tight end now. To throw. Completed to his running back. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the 1st down.
Okay, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Oh, he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. He's off to the races. The 40. At the 20. He's at the 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Brooklyn.